sandwich between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Seems like we have seen this a lot in his rookie year. A nice tackle for a loss.
And the more games he gets under his belt, the better he's gotten. And sometimes you're worried about rookies hitting the wall. Not in this case. This young man runs right through it.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check mash, check mash.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Attack, attack!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Mahomes to throw once more.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes.
Down inside the 10.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Go check.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys at 1-10 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight. This is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him?
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. second down. Here's Mixon.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. 7-7, our score after 1.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
On the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
51 yards on the ground for him so far.
He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Right there. Again, it's Pierce. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Here's Pierce. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they'd like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
Montez Sweat with the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Off the bootleg. Cole. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off the play fake. Cole eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards at a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Once more, it's Pierce.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check pass, check pass.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Mahomes now on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Mixon will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Cole.
That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Come on.
Operating from the gun, Cole. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, Cole.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like,
he's got a man, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Come 19! Come 19!
Looking to throw. Cole. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's now up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd down. Cole.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cole. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
43!
Here's Mahomes to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now,
and my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, 15.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Cole. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
On first down, Cole. And now here is another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Let's get it. Go.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. And they take a knee. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They fake the give. Now Mahomes under pressure, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense.